Today we're going to use an ink pen, and you can also use a fountain pen. This pours ink out pretty fast and has a nice glide with it. Another option is using just a regular ballpoint pen, and you can get some cool special effects. You can actually even do some shading. So sometimes at the end I like to come in and add a little bit of paint and color to these, but black and white is also pretty cool for the special effect. So we are going to be making a cross today. What we want to have are a ton of different little loops and intertwining so that we can fill them in, and that this picture will eventually turn into a coloring sheet so it can turn into some art therapy. So you start out with a giant burst, and then you are going to slow down and fill in the different pieces. All right, so you're going to want to have some high energy music. It's okay to put me on pause. You can just start off with your own burst and your favorite music. Maybe something you run to, maybe something you jam in the car to. It's called inkBurst. You're using ink, you're making this drawing flow and explode and putting your personality into it. And then you're going to come back and slow down the music. Or you can leave it fast if you want to. But it's sometimes nice to have some meditative music, and then you can color in the different pieces that you've left behind. And just kind of start this crazy scribble. Soft lines, you want to add some dimension by putting these sparks in there and really give it some heart. You can even add a little extra right there in the middle where the body of Jesus would have been. All right, so now we're just going to color in the ribboning effects here. I see a pretty good one going down right here. This piece right here ends up squeezing in, and then it gets fat again right here. Then the same line continues down here, and I see another piece where it kind of twists and curves. So this is where we get this ribboning effect. Yeah, you see how that goes? And then it happens again here, and it happens again over here. And if I just keep following the line, it's just going to give this really cool effect that looks as if I've actually twisted a ribbon of some kind into the picture. Yeah. So, whoops. And then I got out of the lines there, so I'm going to add a little bit back so it doesn't look so obvious that I went out of my line. And see, you have to watch your hand there. I smudged a bunch, so you might want to wait for this to dry a little bit longer before you start coloring in. And it's better to start, if you're right-handed, to start on the left end of the page and work your way over so that you don't smudge. So here we have another ribbon that I found. This one goes up, and then I could keep connecting it right here. It just adds more interest if you keep mixing it up.
Hello, my name is Aileen, and I wanted to be an artist for years and years, and today I'm going to try inkBurst.
Does it feel fun?
Yeah, it feels way funner than just like drawing really neatly.
Is it freedom?
Yeah. It's like because you're not staying in the lines because there's no lines, you just scrabbling.
Do your teachers let you scribble?
No. Now I'm going to stay in the lines.
Yeah, now you're going to stay in the line. So it's nice and just neat coloring. Just fill it in. Yeah. So there are different areas in this picture where the scribbles cross through and over and around other pieces. And you can actually come up with some parts of your drawing that are going to kind of twist. Here's a good example right here. This one looks like it twists, and I call that ribboning. So if you find a piece that twists and then maybe twists back around later or further down, it can look really cool if you continue with that piece of scribble, just filling in the black. Haley, that's looking really good. All right, now we are going to switch over to the ballpoint pen. I'm going to show you a pretty special effect right here that I can do. You can draw really dark, and it looks about the same. And a ballpoint pen is interesting because you can actually do 3 levels of shading. You can do a little bit lighter, and then you can go really light. See, look at that. You can blend them together. But it adds a little bit of interest there because you've made light gray, dark gray, and black. And that looks pretty neat for some of the ribbons too. And if you come out here, you can make it more evident. You might want to pick a light source from the top, and you might want to shade dark at the bottom and lighter at the top. I did not pick a light source in this one. It's just abstract art, like I said, so I am just making them all different with just different effects. All right, I'm close to the end of this cross, and what I've been doing, I've come back in with the ballpoint pen, and I'm doing some dark to light and getting some cool looking effects by doing that and having that mixed with the other ink pen that I used. Let's do one right here, and I think I'm going to say that I am finished after I color in this strangely shaped little triangle here. So this is inkBurst, and I hope you will come up with other designs to try. You could basically do anything with an inkBurst. Look for videos I'm going to have on flowers, and I think someone was interested in trying out making a baseball glove. Now you're doing some ribboning, so look, let me show you this one right here. Haley, come look. So that one, remember how he hooks around, and then there's some more that kind of looks like a twist of his ribbon, maybe right here. Can you color this little piece in? Now, if you ever had a piece that you wanted to add, it's not against the law to add an extra little scribble if you have to make something more continuous. Where else do you want to try?
Right here, where I started.
Okay. Haley is carefully filling in with her paintbrush some of these inkburst lines and spaces that she made. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Aqua blue?
Yeah.
That's looking really pretty.
Yeah.
That's okay, she can say so. Do you like watching this, Claire?
I'll paint some.
Okay.
Oh, as you can see, I have like changed to yellow, and I've not done much red. So I'm gonna go back to red because I did not realize that I put a little red, but not as much as I needed.
So this is actually art therapy. So what that means is it relaxes you and it can make you feel better. You know, you can get your energy out by scribbling it at first and in the initial burst and color it in, and that's the relaxing part.
Yeah.
So you can use a pen to color it, and you can use colored pencils, you can use crayons, and we are trying watercolors.
I wanted to do like a color inside a color, and I'm doing a cross, so I just decided to do a little red cross there. And Jesus' hands were right here, so I'll just put some blood right there. There's already
Good idea.
red right there, so. And then his feet.
Yeah.
And then there's his
Very
feet,
nice.
and I'll just put some squiggle. And now I'm finishing up on my beautiful cross. I've been working really hard.
Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to making more of these inkburst videos, and hope that you will post some of yours in my comments.